Right, chapter 11 here, and this is the shortest mission in the pack I'm doing right now. Running only 8 minutes. Or less, 8 minutes is the whole video. And we're going to get ourselves another motherfucking trap. Because seriously, I just don't have enough. I'm going to look at it. The Mega Buzzsaw I like, but it's got no impact to it. Doesn't send people flying like the Thor Hammer or the Smash Hammer, which I kind of like. Blast Floor is good. Seriously, if you can make it time right. But none of these are really what I'm looking for right now, I think. The ice, we've got the ice trap, ice emblem I should say, which adds quite a number of useful tricks to it, but none of these are quite what I want, so, you know. Nothing much going on at the moment with this. Just a lot of me trying to figure out exactly what I want. The Blast Floor is quite good, but while it does send people 5 floors, it's a little tricky to use. And at 6,000 Drake, it's a pretty hefty price to pay for the ability to send people flying. Especially considering it's a blaster line trap and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It doesn't matter much at this point, even though I am going to buy it. But certain enemies in this game, of course, have immunities. Some are immune to fire, lightning, ice, etc. Usually based on, you know, elemental allegiances. Some of them just don't like to be sent flying, and a couple of them are really fucking resilient to blast effects for some reason. Kind of annoying because blast effects are generally the best way of sending people flying. But the Blast Floor is more useful than the Blast Bomb, so we're going to switch them out. And see what we can do with something that explodes and sends people 5 squares in any direction. Which is useful even if it isn't really all that good to set up. You see me umming and ahhing over whether I want the Smash Hammer back. I don't, I prefer the electrified one even. The Smash Hammer is good, it sends people flying, but it sends them too far a lot of the time. Makes it hard to get them where you want them if you're relying on a secondary floor trap. And here we see Cecilia grovelling for her place back from Queen Margarita. Margareta, I should say. Queen Margarita is far more drunk than this. And she's, yeah. This is kind of confirmation of what Albert told us in the last one, that brooch is one of the guard stones, or is related to them. And I don't like that because I really don't like finding out one of my allies is actually on my side. See, if everyone was plotting against me, I could understand this. You know, I'd know where I was. Now I've just had it revealed I've got an actual ally, and I don't like this. Now I have to consider that, you know, I have to protect him as well. And Cecilia, you know, having been overcome with an attack of conscience at this point, decides that only Bianca, our intrepid heroine, is actually fair game. And she must be harbouring one hell of a crush on Albert for this. And I'm kind of angry at that, because seriously, why him and not us? Another info dump here. The legendary stone. Which must be exceedingly legendary because I haven't heard of it. Anyway. And Bianca is apparently not as stupid as her protagonist status would have us believe, because even she knows something's up. Despite being able to be snuck up upon by a pair of assassins. Seriously. You know, I've got a different deal to propose. I keep the brooch, and I take both your lives. Because seriously, that sort of impudence cannot be unpunished. Sorry, it cannot go unpunished. It must be punished, because if, you know, it was unpunished, we'd be doing something horribly, horribly wrong. Only trouble with the Blast Floor is that actually setting people up for it can be a bit problematic. It's not easy to hit with, but it's easier than some. Particularly if the game decides to start us off in an area with a whole bunch of water, and an abundance of thunder traps, because seriously, why the hell not? You'll probably see at this point me swearing never to ever use the arrow slit again now that I've got better alternatives, and we'll be getting far better alternatives in the near future. Seriously, it's like the GIMP suit of traps. I don't know why I've got the Thunderbolt out on that one, but possibly in case they decide to go around me. And okay, at this point I've given up trying to follow whatever logic I was using for designing this trap setup, because I have no idea what the hell I was doing. I don't think I had any idea what the hell I was doing at the time. But, you know, fuck it, we'll roll with it. We'll see where this goes. I mean, I already have a pretty good idea where it goes, and that is a fast track on the express to Painville, Georgia. But anyway, Thunderball up on there because that will stun anyone who walks into the goddamn water. Bear trap both of them. Thunderwall. Oh, I should have Thunderwall, I should say. That's true, it won't end if I kill him, and it won't mean anything to him because he'll be dead. It will, however, mean quite a bit to me because, you know, that's how Bianca gets her jollies, killing people. And that's all the gameplay of this little video. And yeah, I'd assume at this point, if that many people want to die for the brooch, it must be pretty fucking valuable. Either that or, you know, there are several billion people on this island that life is cheap. Or more specifically, death is cheap and life is expensive. Now we get our info dump that this is the legendary stone of legend. Yeah. Anyway. Bianca seems to care about this legendary stone a whole lot more than I do. But, you know, if it can change the past, I'm all for using it. Because, you know, this will give us the ability to go back in time and murder people in there. You know what? We could even go back and murder people before they're born, make them never have existed. We won't do that, of course, because that would rob us of the pleasure of annihilating people we know deserve it. It's not really punishment if they're not around to suffer and, you know, realise that we're punishing them. It's kind of preemptive avoidance. And Bianca wants to change the past. This is not going to end well. And Albert is looking crazier every video. And I'm beginning to think taking my chance with the Royals might not be such a bad idea after all.